There we go, now the microphone is working. Hey! We appear to have become the popular attraction in this area. Guess what? They're back! Damn, these guys are persistent. No, those previous two squads were just random encounters. Take a closer look. Yeah, you're right. These are the real deal. Someone must be onto us. Alright, so yeah, this is the next part of FEDA The Emblem of Justice, because I just had microphone issues. And basically we're told to check out a city called Ruben, and there's a facility nearby conducting experiments on humans, and we're trying to stop that. Yep, this bunch was deployed to carry out my execution. Sorry everyone for dragging you in. Tush, Captain, I've got your back. Or if you prefer me out in front, just give the order. In that case, destroy these obsessed troopers. Just don't harm any of the demi-humans. I should be able to do that. Wait, that's like 3 people I have to kill. Okay. Yo, Alexa. Oh, I actually went in range. Oh well. Okay, let's try to not be evil for once, otherwise my priest is probably just gonna leave soon. One day I'll get to a mission where I don't just one-shot every single enemy unit. I hope that this game becomes at least slightly more challenging, because so far this is very, very easy. Which is like the only issue I have with this game so far. Yeah, pretty much. We just have a giant list and pick whatever we want to play. Oh wait, this guy's new. Maybe he's not gonna one-shot. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I don't... Somebody signed up for Turning. No, we basically have a rule that you can't do any game that you know how to speedrun. Okay, so I have to kill that weird monk dude. But I can't get to him. Because I'm not supposed to harm those purple guys. Oh, he's coming to me. Never mind. I think it's either me or Moonis. Like, everybody else knows how to speedrun that game. And that should be the mission, actually. The best sound effects in combat. Yes, yes, you wait for me in hell. Mission end. 225 shells, all party members gain 35 experience. Sweet. Oh yes. Hey Clawful, we actually managed to not be evil for the first time. Damn. They attack in endless swarms, no formations or maneuvers, just straight on. Then let's withdraw, for now, and hope we can outrun them. What a guy. I guess that's a chick. Whoever you people are, thank you for sparing the lives of these innocent citizens. Wow, you did it! I've regained my original form. Madame Royce, you have my deepest appreciation. I know our families have been worried sick. We should return to our villages without delay. Thanks again and Godspeed. Yeah, you just fuck off. Hello over there. Aren't you the defectors who inquired about the processing plant? By the way, my name is Royce What the Heckmeyer? I'm a soldier with the Liberation Army. What's that name? Did any of you sustain injuries? I'm Brian Stelbot, and all of us seem to have weathered the latest skirmish. I'm Ain McDougal. For a female warrior, you're quite brave to be out here all alone. Thanks, I guess. Anyway, in case you were wondering what I just did. I administered a special gas on the demi-humans. As you saw, it's an antidote that restored their natural forms and mental states. No, it's actually not. It's just better lighting. Hey, we could use a supply of that gas. These mutants have been striking us at every turn. Ein's right. The mayor at Spit pleaded with us not to harm them, but if the numbers keep growing, we may be forced to choose between them or us. Well, unfortunately, I just expended my entire supply. That figures. Damn. Just our luck. Sorry, I want to save them even worse than you, possibly. So do you have any immediate plans? We're looking for an Empire officer named Alnos. After that, well, I guess it depends. Some of us want to find a place to live peacefully, that's all. Others may speak for themselves. Lots of luck finding a serene setting anywhere on this planet. In the meantime, why don't you accompany me to the town of Ruden? That's where I was headed anyway, so sure. But yeah, the only way I can help now that I've expanded our supply of the antidote is to inform you details concerning the facility creating this problem. All we know about the processing plant, I'm talking about the Belformian Empire's latest technology used for ethnic cleansing operations, its diabolical demi-human project. If Alnos runs to show this alleged processing plant, then we're definitely interested. Good. Now, if you will kindly follow me into that house across the way, we'll get started. As you wish, lead on. Basically, this game is a mechanic where depending on what you do in missions, you are either good or evil, and that determines what kinds of people join your party or leave it. It's crazy, I tell you. Just one glance at the guy and women become paralyzed, frozen in place, unable to budge. Obviously, Royce can't deal with such a problem. Are you planning to help her or what? I wasn't. Maybe I am now. The processing plant is nothing more than a cover for one of the Empire's evil enterprises. In addition, its unit captain Alnos is a sadistic child abuser, among other things. That man is heartless and cruel toward everyone, but I believe our kids actually suffer more. The Empire has abducted many of our men and taken them to its various facilities up north. Once there, they either perform back-breaking labor or get turned into demi-humans. And that's not all. A strange man named Ryokan showed up one day. Next thing we knew, he had absconded to the castle just west of here, taking most of the town's women with him. What he's doing to our ladies at this very moment is anyone's guess. Do you really have to guess? Damn creep. Anyway, here's the craziest part of all. All that priest has to do is make eye contact, just like that. A woman is paralyzed instantly. Falls under his complete control. Are you really so afraid of what might happen to you if that monk glances your way? You're trying to be funny? Can't take chances like that in dire times such as these. So will you help us retrieve the women? If you have talked to others, you know the situation. Why the Liberation's Army why my hands are tied in both of these matters. Wait a minute. I thought we followed you here to discuss what you knew about Alnos. Details about the processing plant. Maybe even the internment camp, if they relate. I know, but could you please help us resolve the problem with the missing women first? Why should we, after you've been less than forthright? Don't you see? Ryokan is a major obstacle who is well dug in on our left flank. He's a thorn in everyone's side that we must eliminate before anyone can move forward. Makes sense. Go on. Look, I hate imposing conditions, but we are desperate. Walk around, talk to people. Learn for yourself. We are barely functioning. We cannot provide much support right now. Not while our town languishes with a drastically reduced population and low morale. So help us bring the woman home safely and we will share all of the intelligence we have. Every night we know about everything we know about Alnos, the internment camp and the processing plant. Well, I'm not very happy that you sort of sprung this new problem on us, so it's up to the others. If everyone is willing, we'll at least try. If you decide to help us, talk to me again before you depart. The Empire has abducted our men and carted them off to the forced labor camp, turning some of them into grotesque killing machines. Not only that, our women have been spirited away by that evil priest, monk, or whatever the hell he is. Our town is dwindling away to nothing while we just stand here twiddling our thumbs. It hurts, I'm telling you, to suffer through all of this and just watch it happen. Whatever the risk, we must do something, and soon, or else this town is finished, for keeps. For reals, yo. As soon as I returned home, the first thing I noticed was that most of the women were gone. Everyone said this weird priest, monk, or some sort of religious nut had charmed our women folk. Can you believe such a tale? I guess it's true. I'm told he's quite strong, so what can we do? Alright. Evil priest sounds actually like exactly what I need, because if I keep being evil, my priest is just gonna leave. Oh? You've really decided to deal with that wicked priest? Don't know how to thank you. You'll find a ruined castle just to the west of this town, but I'd advise you to steer clear. No one who lives around here dares to go near it. Yes, that so-called research facility is committing unspeakable crimes against humanity. As test subjects for the dubious experiments, the Empire's goons abused us in many ways, forcing us to drink his foul-tasting liquid that instantaneously transformed us into demi-humans. I watched it happen first, to others, ahead of me. Horrible, I tell you. Simply horrible. These screen transitions, though. Not even long. I wonder, is my husband still alive? If so, has he been turned into a creepy monster? If that's the case, people are saying he would kill me on sight. Can that possibly be true? Yes, lady. From what I've seen, I believe it's entirely possible he would rip you to pieces. Oh, dear me. Nothing is here. So much fun to go into these houses. The processing plant does all sorts of weird things with magic and forbidden experiments. In short, the Empire is turning our family members into murderous beasts. It's a really wicked place, so dangerous that everyone is too terrified to go near it. Glad I did this. Guess I was supposed to talk to her again, right? So if you decided if you will address the Ryokan situation, you say you fear this Ryokan guy, but we're total strangers, too. What about Brian? What about him? I mean, what if Brian came here to kidnap women also? What if he grabs you? I know I'm taking chances trusting outsiders, but I'm forced to gamble right now. Anyway, the prospect of being nabbed by Brian doesn't sound altogether unpleasant. Oh, she's got the hots for us. Are you serious? Hey, bucko, don't give me that shocked look. Times may be hard, but we all have our urges. Yeah, but your town is like, decimated. It seems highly inappropriate while everything is. Oh, take it easy, Ein. What's shocking is to hear such admonishments coming from, your lips. You, Ein, of all people. Shut up. Oh, hell. Let's go pay this Ryokan character a visit and get it over with. I hope you won't be too rough on him. Who, me? You're just mad, old chump, because you're not getting all of the action. This dialogue. So basically she wants the D, and Ein is jealous. That's what I've gathered from that scene. Ah, new enemy spawning, but wait, I go here, he goes there, I go back. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Let's visit that naughty priest, I guess. Hey, I've actually heard of this Ryokan. He's not exactly a big fan of the Empire either. Certainly not in cahoots with our erstwhile boss, who for some reason lets him run loose. Do you suppose Alice is afraid of Ryokan? Could be, if he's as strong as the townies claim. To operate with such impunity in Alnos' territory, he's a brave son of a bitch, to say the least. I certainly hope so. No one is more dangerous than a skulking coward. At any rate, after we soften him up a bit, maybe he'll tell us something new about the processing plant. Yeah, he might do just that, unless you handle him too gently. Psst. How's this for kid gloves? Hey, asswipe! You call yourself a priest, you woman snatcher? Haul your sorry butt out here. Yeah, release the women right this minute, or else we'll be forced to play rough. Stubborn bastard. Looks like we gotta invade his privacy. Yep, always the hard way. As you put it so aptly earlier, let's get it over with. I wonder if any of the women are single. What a game. Guys, what's with all of this unbridled hostility? Are you dedicating your lives to the Millennium Nightmare without fearing the wrath of my deity? Even while the stench of many corpses emanates from the whole lot of you? I don't think you could begin to comprehend what resides in our hearts, even if we spoke slowly. You're a century early, would-be saviors. Oh, kindred spirits, someone should assist you, during your early ascent into heaven, that is. Watch yourself, Ein. No worries, partner. Just leave it to me. Oh, that dude has no chance. No chance at all. Wow, you're really strong for a priest. Try me on for size, you sneaky snake in the grass. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a cutscene, but that's the first guy in this game we did not one-shot. Hey, back off. Stay your weapons. I yield. I was already growing weary of these provincial women anyway. So enough, I say. Besides, if I hurt people, or worse yet get killed, the path to my perfect deification may... that's it. I'm not ready to become a martyr, so back off. I've had enough for now. Still, when I do leave this cruel temporal world, I'll make no apologies and have no regrets. But if women are all you crave, take these. They're yours, with my compliments. Is it a deal? We don't get our kicks by raping women or hurting people for our own twisted pleasures. The main reason we came here was to bring home these women you somehow charmed and stole. In your case, I might make an exception to our code of ethics about hurting people. I owe you for that cheap shot. I suppose the rumors I've been hearing about you people are true. What rumors? You really are different. You have a completely opposite mindset from the empire that some of you once served. That is ancient history now, that was like 2 weeks ago. Hey, I don't like some of what I feel compelled to do. I have even contemplated suicide, but being a priest, I'm not allowed to take my own life. You also have no right to warp women's minds and divert their attention to your perversions. Yeah, that's like date raping a gal you got drunk so you could take advantage of her, you pig. If you're gonna go around pulling crap like that, you might as well paint a target on your ass. Because sooner or later, someone is going to blow your shit away, punk. Got it? Well, I don't believe these compulsions will ever go away, not completely. However, I will most certainly attempt to discipline myself well enough to stop repeating my bad habits. That's a very good plan, bucko, if you want to keep breathing. Speaking for Royce and the entire Rome metropolitan area. If I do manage to stay alive, I get the feeling we may cross paths again down the line. Oh well, we figured you were poking the Empire's eye, same as we, when we're not running. But I thought priests weren't allowed to hurt people, even toadies who serve evil empires. Hey, I've stood still for just about all of the preaching I can tolerate from you people. Wahaha! Maybe we'll mix it up after all. You can put me out of my misery. Wahaha. Wow, this nutsack is really unbalanced. Look, to defuse the situation, let me give you guys something useful instead. Here, in my hot little hand, I hold the key to the entrance of the Empire's production plant. I planned to raid the lab myself, but realized this would probably be impossible to accomplish alone. Yep, just as I suspected. You're no ordinary priest, not by any stretch of the imagination. Wahaha! What else can I say but don't let the door hit your asses on the way out. We saved the women. Let's bathe in the glory. I like how the side quest was literally just go there, talk to the dude, and then fuck off. The women have all returned safely, right? Yes, and we appreciate it. So now you can hold up your end of the bargain by telling us all about the processing plant. The processing plant? No, I really don't know much about it. Sorry. What? Come on guys, lighten up, I'm just screwing with you. After all the crap we put up with listening to that dickhead priest ramble on and on, this isn't the least damn bit funny. Yep, payback's a bitch, huh, fella? Anyway, quite simply, that processing plant is the Empire's special weapons research facility. As you already know, Alnos supervises the whole damn complex, not just the demi-human experiments. Do you happen to know if the problem with the water and spit is part of those experiments? Of course it is, but not directly. The chemical is administered in the lab, but the byproducts from its production are apparently being flushed into the river. Either way, it's an environmental disaster of horrific proportions. I agree. As for the antidote, that gas you used at the end of one of our battles, do you happen to know where we can lay our hands on an ample supply? No, not at this time. Our limited stock was smuggled in by our contacts on the mainland. That doesn't rule out other sources of the gas that might be available in this region. Alnos himself may possess a quantity of the antidote or know where some may be found. Alnos again. That ruthless bastard. Well, to help the cause before leaving, we persuaded Ryokan to contribute something useful. From his hot little hand to ours, I hold a key to the laboratory at the processing plant. I do believe this will simplify our attack plan greatly, don't you? Wow, your team, that is, never ceases to amaze me. So what is that plan? Well, I've been given that a lot of thought lately. I finally decided that less is more. What does that mean? Just this, I'll go in first and serve as a decoy. Then I go with you so I can verify who you are with our people on the inside. No, it's too risky. You might be recognized by the guards and blow the whole works. But I still think that... You heard the captain, Royce. You'll stay here for now and accompany me later, along with our main body, to the lab. After we learn that Brian has made it inside without tipping off the security system. Who put you in charge of this outfit? Look, Royce, when a sheltered young woman such as you gets mixed up with a pack of grizzled vagabonds, it's best to just shut up, keep your ears open, and do as you're told. Anyway, after we finish this operation, you can spend some time with Brian, okay? Alright, I understand. In the meantime, let me tell you our password phrase at least. It's... a lot of dots. Someone put it together as Fire Emblem. Well, it's... it's close. Yes, I'm leaving. One day we'll actually see gameplay again, I believe. Howdy fellows, did you know you're blocking my path? Say what? That's right. So will you kindly get the hell out of my way? Do you have any idea what you're saying? Quit joking and behave yourself. Yeah, it's very Shining Force. We can't allow you to proceed until we see your paperwork. Where's your pass? My pass? Well, jack off, you can stick your pass in your ass. Which leaves me no choice. Now, I will use force to pass through this lousy checkpoint. I screwed up or what? Hey man, throw this drunken idiot in the compound. He can sleep it off for now. We'll sort it out later. Come with us and you better keep pace or we drag your butt to the internment camp. I like how now all of a sudden nobody recognizes me, even though usually they can spot me from like 5 kilometers away as the dude they are supposed to kill. A newcomer, hey, I don't know you have a certain look about you. Empire soldier? Hey, I'm no warrior. I can tell you one thing though. Buck Alnos, and you won't live long. Well, he did sentence me to death already, so it's kind of whatever at this point. Who wants a long life in this hole? I wish they would just get it over with. You see, it's the waiting, not knowing the exact moment they will come for you. Expecting the guards to march in here any moment and drag me off to the evil laboratory. Yes, that's our fate, to be turned into ugly demi-humans and unleashed on our own people. I wonder if my family in Spit is still alive. For the most part, the residents of Spit appear to be weathering the storm at the moment. Doesn't matter, we can remain passive or be dragged out of here kicking and screaming. Sooner or later all of us will be killed, one way or another. Either outright, maybe worked to death, or as fodder for the Empire's biological experiments. We have no hope, it's just a matter of time. My job isn't overly strenuous. I'm a farmer, so they have me cultivating the plants, the ones they use for their horrible experiments. I'm also in charge of dumping the lab drainage into the river. My life isn't safe though. The Empire is sending its own people and forcing me to train them. I'll probably wind up as fertilizer dumped in the very trenches I have been digging for irrigation. I have seen as much happen to others. I try not to think about this very often. He's leading a good life. I have an escape plan, but no weapons, so what's the use? I'm just waiting for them to waltz in here and cart me off to the lab. What? You got yourself thrown in here so you could contact the Liberation Army? Well, if the guards discover who you are, this place is gonna blow sky high. The only one of us who serves in the Liberation Army is that fellow over there. So it's like literally the last person I'm gonna talk to. Oh yeah, who? Spot the main character. That's what we were playing. Hey, are you Shane? Well, if you are, I have a message from Royce Heckmeyer. The Holy Grail has been filled, drink to the great victory. That's what she told me to say. Compared to the others, you appear to be someone who comes from a military background. Oh yes, she's faring well. Anyway, my name is Brian. I came here to deal with Alnos. Alright, let's stop that. The Holy Grail? That means the assault on the lab will commence shortly. Where are the rest of the Liberation Army soldiers being held captive here? I'm afraid I'm it. The others have already been changed into demi-humans. I see. Well, I guess that means you and I will initiate the battle plan. Once the commotion starts, our allies should come rolling in here to help us finish the job. So tell me, how do we lower the bridge? The apparatus is mounted on the face of the cliff, right in front of the bridge. If we can distract the guards, just pressing the switch should do the trick. However, if our plan includes taking out the laboratory, the entrance is impregnable. Already solved. I have a key. Splendid. Let's get ourselves prepared for battle. I managed to retrieve your items that the checkpoint sentries confiscated earlier. Ah, I see, you have a few surprises too. As for those preparations you mentioned, have you completed them yet? Now that I've rearmed with you with your own equipment, I'm prepared to fight at any time. Alone, I wouldn't have stood a chance. I've been waiting for this moment a long time. Alright, let's get this little ruckus started. Follow me!